I'm going to do a quick side-by-side comparison of the Pyranha Kayaks Wizard versus the Storm. So if you haven't seen my walkthroughs, you can go check out that where I do more of a detailed breakdown. But in this one, I'm just going to do kind of a quick side-by-side comparison and kind of give you my idea of what's going on between these two. Do not confuse them as the same kayak. They are drastically different. From someone that's paddled on both, they paddle extremely different. So just keep that in mind. So looking at it, you could tell this is the medium Storm and this is the one-size-fits-all Wizard. Look at the difference in the sizing, everybody. It is a big medium. Look at over it, and this is a true medium. And you can see right here in the middle is where all of your width is on this Wizard. It's narrowed and tapered down, where when you look at the Storm, the width is carried out all the way to almost to the behind the hips right there. So it's a very wide platform on that. The surfing on these things are very different. The Storm locks in and seems to be like Velcro on a wave. That thing can go on a wave forever, and then when you want to release, it drops off of that release edge when you lean, kind of center your weight in the middle, and you can just spin this thing on a dime. My buddy Jamie was in this, and he was just spinning on a wave and just kept the spins going forever, because you can spin until you just run out of energy on this. Now looking at the Wizard, when it breaks free, it's very fast. The thing with the Wizard, you have to slow it down. Your moves come at you very quickly, whether it's your blunts, your surfing, your spins, and all of that. So it's something to keep in mind. If you're after a wave-oriented boat, go with the Wizard. If you're after a downriver, kind of all-around player, sporty downriver, go with the Storm. That's my best description of what I think of both of these. And just going over the tails, you can see the difference in width right here. Let's look up like that. Look at the difference in the width in those tails. That is huge. That baby's got back right there. When you look at that, it's nice and tapered in. So it's going to release clean where that locks in a little more, but I can blunt that. So just so you know, and loops, I can loop this in little small features where I need a bigger feature to loop the Storm right there. But they're that's probably 5-6 pounds heavier. So if you want a good light kayak, that might be the way to go too. So lifting it up on its edge. Oh, by the way, I can bow stall this. So I can get this up in a bow stall and I can flat water cartwheel it, where I can't do that in the Storm. I need a hole to cartwheel that. Let's roll them over and let's check out these hulls. Okay, here's another difference you guys are going to see. So look at the difference in these edges. So the Storm comes out, it's kind of the same but different. So goes down and then it stops right there, then it lifts up, where the Wizard goes down and just kind of drops off and curls around a little bit. You guys see how that edge is? It's a little tucked away. This edge is actually a little more forgiving on its edge right there when you look at that. That is a very aggressive edge when you look at the two of them. Same way, the bows kind of looked a little bit similar. This just has a bigger wave deflector, where that's a very small wave deflector right there. And then going down, looking at them like that. Rocker profile's almost the same, really. The rocker profile on the Storm drops in a little more, and then it's a little more progressive on that. So looking at it, let's see a good side profile right there. You could definitely see the width in these bows. This is a big wide platform. That's why that runs the river so good. Where that's this runs the river like a playboat. Kind of feels like an old school playboat to me, but with a new school feel to it. One more kind of walk around, let you see them from the back. If you got any questions on either the Storm or Wizard, I can do the best I can to answer them down below, because I've spent a good amount of time in the Storm. I absolutely love that Storm, and I like the Wizard too, which is kind of like, I'm conflicted. Which one do I like more? Because I like them both in their own way. They both are very unique boats in their own way. But yeah, I will have more videos coming on that Storm, and maybe some more on the Wizard. I don't know yet. So yeah, there it is, everybody. That's all I got on the Pyranha Kayak Storm versus the Wizard. See you all in the next video.